Servomex, specifically on specialty gas side, has two primary technologies that apply to this, and they're both were discussed earlier by Kevin and Romney, and that is moisture, H2O, and the reactivity gases and oxygen that can't be in that process, or you cause reactivity in those cylinders. So for Servomex, we have developed a couple of instruments. We've got we've got a HCl monitor, because that's a very common gas that's used on the specialty side, and also bromine, hydrogen bromide, because that's also very popular. The chlorine is used in the production of the LED market. And bromine is quite often used in the semiconductor market. So if you look at instrumentation, it's all about detection limit. We've got instruments that go all the way from parts per million to parts per trillion. You look at the semiconductor industry, and they're at parts per trillion level of their primary gases that they measure in bulk. The industrial gas market is looking at the parts per billion levels. And then as you get into the specialty, because they're not be able to be produced with that cryogenic distillation process, there's a much more elaborate chemical process that's used to make those specialty gases. It allows those blends, or an opportunity for multiple pathways to be blended into a single cylinder, and so you can add, and then you increase those contaminants. So you're measuring those at parts per million level. So a rule of thumb is that if you've got about 150 ppm of moisture in any kind of reactive gas or an acid combination, you will begin to pit and etch any kind of metal that is not electrode polished, or is not super high quality or coated, as Romney covered. So we're talking about Hastelloy, Inconel, Monel. These very high cost and expensive specialty metals are used within these reactive gases because of the O2, or the moisture within them. So for Servomex, what we've produced is the DF745SG Max. It's no longer my product under my control, but it is in its name SG, specialty gas. And that instrument has 18 gases that are preloaded into its memory for stream switching, or switching to any one of those different combinations of gases. It can measure without a problem. So the customers don't have to worry about conversion factors, or whether or not there's interferences within those specific gases. For the measurement of oxygen, a reactive gas that's of high importance, we use the DF 500, 550, and 560. Those instruments have been proven to be operational in 54 different gas combinations. Now, we have those gas correlation factors all mapped out. We share them with our customers. So 56 different gases that you can apply a technology to is fantastic.